Góðan daginn og velkomin. Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Icelandic professor, and today we will be learning about how to go into a store on Iceland and ask what something costs or where something is. All of these phrases can be found in my pamphlet that is now for sale, Icelandic for tourists here. What we'll be going over is Hvað kostar þetta? And it's all found on this page right here. Everything's written out. I have some examples at the bottom. I will leave my email in the description below, as well as feel free to leave a comment if you would like one. So let me share my screen and let's go ahead and get started on some of this pronunciation. So, hvað kostar þetta? What does this cost? That is today's topic. First thing is you may walk into a store on Iceland and someone can come up to you and say, Get ég aðstoða þig? And this just means, can I help you? Can I assist you? Get ég aðstoða þig? Lots of eths here, which we know is a TH sound. So we can look at this so that you can recognize it when you hear it. Get ég aðstoð að þig. Get ég aðstoða þig. They do pronounce this very quickly, and it's because there's a lot of TH sounds, it can sound mumbled. So get ég aðstoða þig. Even if you don't hear that, it's a safe assumption to assume that that's what they're asking you if someone walks up to you in a store. Get ég aðstoða þig. You can say já takk, yes, thank you, já takk. Or nei takk, ég bara að skoða. No thanks, I'm just looking. Classic answer. Nei takk, ég bara að skoða. Nei takk, ég bara að skoða. Hopefully you can hear the O's here are not pronounced as a hard O. It's not að skoða, it's að skoða. So your mouth kind of starts small, and it opens up as you say the O. Að skoða. Not skoða, but skoða. Nei takk, ég bara að skoða. So, get ég aðstoða þig? Já takk. Or, get ég aðstoða þig? Nei takk, ég bara að skoða. Next, probably the second most common question you'll be asked is, as you're checking out, do you want your receipt? And there are a couple of ways to be asked this. These are probably the two most common ways. And it is vilt þú kvittun, vilt þú kvittun, pretty straightforward. Or vilt þú afrit, vilt þú afrit. The F here makes more of a V sound. But again, if you're checking out and they ask you vilt þú and you don't quite catch the last word, it's safe to assume that they're asking, do you want your receipt? Vilt þú kvittun or vilt þú afrit? And you can say já takk, yes, thank you, já takk, or nei takk, no thanks. So again, vilt þú kvittun or vilt þú afrit? Já takk, nei takk. And now the main topic, hvað kostar þetta? What does this cost? This word we're very familiar with at this point, hvað, what, HV makes a KV sound, and our eth is a TH. Hvað kostar. Again, it's not kostar. You don't want to be saying kostar þetta. The O makes an O. It opens up as you say it. So hvað kostar þetta? Pretty straightforward. The thorn also makes a TH sound. Þetta. Hvað kostar þetta? What does this cost? And that's just you're holding something, you're pointing at something. Hey, what does this cost? They come up to you. Can I help you? Yes. What does this cost? And they would answer with þetta kostar blank amount of krónur. On the next slide, we'll go over some numbers. So they would say þetta kostar blank krónur. So þetta kostar blank krónur. Their currency is krónur. So hvað kostar þetta? Þetta kostar blank amount of krónur. So let's look at some numbers and then we'll look at some examples. Numbers in Icelandic are rather difficult, at least 1 through 4. The numbers do conjugate depending on gender, singular, and plural. Yes, there is a plural number 1. Just let that sink in. There is a plural number 1, and there is a singular number 2. At least they stopped after 4. So just the numbers 1 through 4 conjugate. For now, these are the ones that we're going to use. We're going to use the neuter numbers for prices. So I'll go through the pronunciation of all of these. We have eight, tvö, þrjú, fjögur, fimm, pretty easy, fimm, sex, sjö, umlaut makes an sound, so sjö, átta, our A with an accent makes an ow sound, so átta, níu, again, our I with an accent makes an E sound, so níu, tu, this is probably the hardest one, ellefu. We have our double L sound, our Sid the Sloth sound, ellefu. And this F will also sound more like a V, so ellefu, not ellefu. Ellefu. Tolf. This O does have an accent over it, so it makes a very O sound, not the O we've been doing, but an O. So tolf. Threatown. Fjortown. Fimtown. Sextown. Sautján. This one's kind of hard too. The AU combo makes an A sound. You don't want to say oi. Sounds very American. Oi. You want to say A. Sautján. Átján. Nítján. Then we have tuttugu is 20. Tuttugu. Þrjátíu. Fjörutíu. Fimmtíu. Sextíu. Sjötíu. And then áttatíu, 80, áttatíu. 90 is níutíu. Before, when we did 19, it was just nítján. It's not níutján. But here it is níutíu. Then we have 100 is hundredth. 1,000 is thúsund. Million is million. So this time the double L is just a normal L sound, million. And billion is milljarður. So if we were to fill in the blank, a couple of examples from the previous slide, let's say the number 12, we'll use tolf. If someone comes up and says, what does this cost? Hvað kostar þetta? They would respond, þetta kostar 12 krónur. This costs 12 krónur. Or if you wanted to say 200, hvað kostar þetta? Then we would go 200. Hvað kostar þetta? Þetta kostar 200 krónur. We'll finish up with these examples looking at how to create compound words. So as you can see here, basically all you do is say the numbers in order, and between the last two numbers, you will say og, which is and, og. Not og, because this O does not have an accent, but og. So, 30 og átta. What does this mean? 30 og átta. Let's look back at our number chart. 30 means 30. Átta means 8. So we have 30 og átta. 30 and 8, 38. So 30 og átta, 38. Next one, a bit more complicated. 714. Let's just take the numbers in order. 700. Sjö is 7. 100, 100. So 700. Og 14. 714. Let's look at 14. 14 is 14. So that would be 714, 714. So 30 og átta, 38. 714, 714. Hopefully this was useful. Let me know if you have any questions or if you would like to go over anything else. And again, this is all in my pamphlet, Icelandic for Tourists, as well as more examples for you to work on. Takk fyrir. Thank you for coming. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Við sjáumst. Bless, bless.